Okay, so we're gonna do it this way. I know with my book video, well, my most recent book video, I put my phone on the tripod and I used a front camera. Well, this time I'm gonna do my back camera and just hold it. I do want to get better about being on camera. It's just today's one of them days. So anyway, I got all the products open since I'm going to be one-handed. So if it's kind of shaky, it's because I'm holding it. So let me preface this with a few things. First of all, I am not a project planner. The way I rotate products, it makes it hard for me to try and do a project and still rotate through my collection naturally. I don't know how I'm going to update this because there are products, like some of these, they're getting older. Like this, the blush, the powder I got last year, the highlighter. This I think I got last year. This is a little bit older. So, I do want to kind of rotate through some stuff like I normally do. Well, I want to rotate through everything like I normally do because, you spend your money. You don't want things to go bad. You kind of want to use it. Now, do I think I'll ever finish everything that I own makeup wise? Probably not. But I would like to finish some things this year. So I do have I have other products that I want to work through too. And originally I was going to do this video and I was going to include everything, but then say which ones I'm working on currently. But then I decide against the video. And then I've been thinking about, okay, well, what do I want to do next week? Because next week is my birthday. And originally I wasn't going to do a video next week, but I'm like, you know what? I do want to do something. So I decided to do this one. It's going to be 6 products that I want to try to finish. And then 2 of these products, I just want to expand the pan because I don't think I'll finish those 2 products. And we'll talk about those last. So, again, I don't know how I'm going to update this. But I feel like if I do this, maybe it'll hold me accountable. I don't know because for me, I've tried project painting before. And with the way my mind works, I don't know how to rotate through my collection, yet do a specific project pan. I see people doing project after project. Like I know people, well, I don't know them personally, but I watch people and they do several projects at once. And I'm like, how do y'all do that? Like, don't get me wrong. I am not knocking them. I am not saying anything bad because I love watching project pan videos. I absolutely love them. And I have a few creators that I watch that absolutely love their I love their projects and I love seeing the progress that they have on their stuff. And and it's like, oh well, I would like to do that, but I know I can't. Not with the way my brain works, not with the way that I like to rotate through my collection, try to get um like more than 1 or 2 uses out of it. Anyway, I digress. So let's talk about the products that I want to finish this year, or at least try to. So this is the Ordinary Serum Foundation. I've got it in 1.1 in Fair. It's about, you're not going to be able to see it, but I think it's like right there. I don't know, it's shook up and been flipped upside down and everything. So, but I think it's like right, not quite halfway. I do have 4 of these. I've got 2 serum foundations and 2 high coverage foundations. And I've got 1.1 in the serum, and I've got 1.2 in the serum. Same with the foundations. I've got 1.1 and 1.2 because I don't know my shades. This one is way too light for me in summer. It is too light for me in winter. However, yes, it's still too light for me in winter, but it's not as bad as it was in summer. Like I used this in summer and it was way too light. And yes, it's still too light, but not as bad. So I can make it work, especially once I use, blush and bronzer. Um, Now the serum foundation, originally my original thoughts was I don't like the serum foundation. It's too liquidy. It's too, you know, I don't want to say runny and watery, but anyway. Now I actually kind of like it. But do I like it enough to repurchase it? Now, I would have to do a different shade. Now, here's the thing. This is too light for me in winter, but way too light for me in summer. So I know this shade won't work. Once I haven't made up my mind. Like I said, I've got 3 other ones like this. 1 more in serum and 2 in the actual coverage foundation. Um, So I don't know if I'm going to try to use this all the way up before I rotate to the next one I want to finish up, or if I'm just going to be like, use it until I'm tired of it, then rotate to the next one. I guess once I do finally get to 1.2 in the serum, I'll see if that's the right shade. I don't think it is, though. So anyway, it doesn't matter. So anyhow, I keep rambling. Let's just say this is something I'd like to finish. The next one I'd like to finish is you can see it's older. The writing's all gone. This is the Essence Shine lip gloss in the shade Bright One. It does have sparkle, and you can see that. You can see all the see-throughness. That's probably not the way to word that, but you see what I mean. Like, you could see some of the clearings. This is almost gone. I don't know how much longer it'll take, but I like it by itself, and I like it over like the light nude brown lipsticks. I do have several other shades, but those I think I have one more called Shine, and then the other two are like Extreme Shine or something like that. Is it three more that I have? Anyway, I like this lip gloss. It okay, two things. It would be a repurchase if they still sold it. I can't remember if they still have this shade or not. Two, it'd be a repurchase if I didn't have a bunch of lip gloss and lipsticks. But I do really like this one. This is the ColourPop Super Shock highlighter in on the cusp. It's a pearlized. I love this highlighter. I don't remember when I originally hit pan on it. I just know it's almost gone. And I know you would think, oh, it's not much left. You're going to finish that soon. No. If you know makeup and you have tried using up stuff and you're an avid project painter, or even if you're not a project painter and you just use makeup, then you'll know that makeup takes forever. Like, I go through setting spray and primers faster than anything else. Now, for the record, those take a while too, but they're easier to go through than stuff like this. But yeah, this is going to take a while, but I do want to finish it. And then we've got this CoverGirl clean pressed powder. It's normal skin pressed powder. It's creamy natural. It's like 120 creamy natural. I got this, I think it was last year. So it's not that old. And you can see I've already got pan. And there's hard pan, but I can get that off easily. Um, and you can see how there's pan there, and then that's thinned out. So I'm hoping this one is one that I'm hoping to finish as well. And I think I can. Might take a while, which actually I know for a fact it'll take a while. But this is another one I want to finish. And I bought it, and originally when I picked it up, I didn't think nothing about it. But then I got home, and it was broken. The lid was, because you know how they open like this? Yeah, it was broke. But instead of taking it back, I just use it like this. Probably not the best way to do it, but I do. Two more that I'd like to finish. This is the CoverGirl trueblend eyeliner in taupe. You can see I don't have much left. This doesn't really show up in my waterline, so I use it underneath my bottom lashes for eyeliner. And this is the Essence Extreme Lasting Eyeliner. It's waterproof, and it's in the shade not U, 02, but First Espresso. These are complicated. I'm not going to try to open it. I should have opened it before I started filming. That's why all this other stuff is opened since it's one-handed. These are complicated to sharpen. I have a specific sharpener that semi-works because a regular sharpener doesn't work. You know how some of the e.l.f. liners have a sharpener built into the lid? That's what I have to use to sharpen eyeliners like this. And I also have to use it to sharpen certain LA Colors eyeliners. So those are the last two products I want to work on finishing. So that's 6 products I would like to finish. 2 products that I would love to expand my pan on. This is the Physicians Formula bronzer. It's the Muru Butter Bronzer. Did I pronounce that right? Probably not. But it's in the shade bronzer. I really love this bronzer. Um, I know when I first got it, this was everybody's go-to bronzer. It was a lot of people's favorites. And I don't see people talking about it as much as I used to. Now, I know there are still some people that it's still their favorite. But, excuse me. But it's still one of my favorites. I really like it. And what I'd like to do with this one, I want to expand the pan. And I'd also like to get rid of the design right here around the pan. So if I can do that, I'd be happy. But I really love this. Just to say, because I like it, it's one of my favorites, I would repurchase it, but not immediately because I have a bunch of other bronzers that I need to use up. This is an e.l.f. blush. The shade name, the sticker's gone. So this is either blushing or shy, but I'm wanting to lean toward blushing. It's a pink blush. It's got some shimmer in it. Does it come across on camera that's got shimmer in it? I love this blush. Do they still have it? You know, I really should start checking before I do a video to see if products are still available. No, here's the thing. I'm not one of these people that are going to be like, oh, I can't use this anymore because even though I love it, but I've got to declutter it because you can't get it anymore. I'm just not like that. And I know there are some people are, and no shade thrown to them. I'm just one of these people. If I like something, I like something. I'm going to use it. The only time I'm getting rid of something is if one, I absolutely hate it, or two, I like it, but it's the wrong shade, like foundation. And if I like the formula, then I'm just going to buy it again in the correct formula. Not that I need to buy anything. And I'm going to use this opportunity right now to say that I am on a specific no buy. There are certain categories that I'm not buying at all. Then there are certain categories where I limit myself. I think in total, I am allowing myself 17 products this year. For this video, I'm going to say 15 to 20 products. Well, it's less than 20. But it's around 17. And I might tweak that number to make it less because I really don't need anything else. But there are a couple eyeshadow palettes that I'm interested in getting this year. They're older, but I'm going to get them this year. But anyway, so yeah, I'm going to a low buy with certain categories, and I'm going to no buy with other categories. The reason I don't go on a specific, not a specific no buy, but of like a no buy altogether is because I know me. If I do that to myself, that's going to make me want to buy something. It's going to entice me to want to buy something. So, if I go and say, okay, well, I can only get so many eyeshadow palettes this year and only a couple of blushes, then that'll help me satisfy that craving to buy stuff. Because I really don't need anything. Because reality is, to be an everyday consumer, I have a lot of makeup. Like, I don't have this big, huge collection like a lot of YouTubers and stuff. But for an everyday consumer, I do have more than what I'll ever finish in my lifetime. But anyhow. So yeah, I'd like to take this year and just use some stuff. And finish some things up. But back to the point. I like this. It's a pink shimmery blush. And if you watch my videos, you'll see a pattern. I have a specific shade of blush that I really like. But for this one, I do want to expand the pan. I want to expand the pan. And I do want to expand the pan around this since it's already there. But I'm wondering if it would be better, instead of continuing to work right here to expand the pan, because in the end, if I keep working like that, it's going to look like this. Maybe I should go on the outer layer. That way it can be, when it's all said and done, there's product in the middle and not anyway. I don't know. We'll see. So again, 6 products I want to try to finish up, and 2 I want to expand the pan on. Is it weird that my book video had more items in it? Like, it was more books in that video than there are makeup products in this one, and that video was less. That's weird. But anyway, if you made it this far, thank you. I appreciate it. If you want to, subscribe. I don't go on camera all the time. Usually I just show the books or I show the makeup products. But I'm getting better about going on camera. It's just today was one of them blah days. I just didn't want to. But anyhow, if you're working on any projects, let me know. If you're not a project painter, but you are trying to use up certain products, let me know that too. Because the other reason I do these videos is because in my everyday life, I don't have people I can talk about books with or talk about makeup with. So I feel like if I can have a little corner of the internet where I can have people to talk to, that's what I'm going to do. So if you want to talk about makeup, talk about books, hit me up in the comments. But anyhow, have a great day. Hope you enjoy.